we can make a short presentation in English about our meeting where we talked about the European perspective of Albania. I reconfirm to my colleague and friend the strong support of the Italian government towards the early candidature of Albania for the accession to the European Union. You know that Albania will have to implement 12 points set out in the document put forward from the European Commission, and that the document will be prepared between now and the month of July to be discussed and hopefully adopted in October. So we will be cooperating in these coming months in order to make it possible the full implementation of all these 12 points that are necessary according to what the European Commission said. We have to make it absolutely clear. We have to explain even better to the public opinion, to the media, how the situation in Albania is. The government of Albania is making huge progress. It is not true, for example, that the parliament of Albania is blocked, is closed. The parliament of Albania is working. And the main political families in Europe, EPP family and Socialist family, have been engaged in promoting a reconciliation that fortunately was not possible because of one political party rejected any kind of proposal. We have any way to go ahead, to look at the future, to support Albania, and the next very important occasion will be on 18th of January, when in Milan, under the Chamber of Commerce premises, Prime Minister Berisha and my former colleague and now Minister of Economy, Mr. Mehta, will come for the Italian-Albanian Forum of Dialogue that will give the opportunity to make a comprehensive country presentation of all the opportunities that Albania can offer to potential Italian investors. We will continue to cooperate in the coming months. We talked about Western Balkans. I express my hope and my wish that, given the personal knowledge of the Minister about the situation in Western Balkans, Albania will be even more committed in contributing to facilitating difficult situations like the one in Kosovo, given the very good experience Albania has with the Kosovar community. I hope that the contribution will be given from Albania will be a positive one.
Minister.
This has been a very important meeting with my colleague Franco Frattini. Italy is the strategic partner for Albania. Has been always supporting Albania throughout its developments after the change of the system, has been a great friend of Albania and supporter in the process of European integration. I expressed my gratitude on behalf of the Albanian government for what Italy and personally Mr. Frattini has done for the visa liberalization for the Albanians and the continued support for the process of accession to the European Union. We have also discussed about our bilateral agenda, which is very important. Italy is #1 investor in Albania and the third donor, and we have a very rich bilateral cooperation agenda in all areas, in economy and in culture, also political cooperation at the bilateral level, but also in the frame of multilateral organizations. We have discussed about the region and the need to coordinate our efforts so that the region of the Balkans, of course, increases its index of peace and stability and development and moves as a whole towards the European Union. These are the issues that we have discussed, and we have found a full understanding with Minister Frattini on these matters.
I have a question for both ministers. Yes. Don't you think that the political crisis is the main obstacle for the European integration of Albania?
Well, as I said, what would you mean when we talk about political crisis? I see a parliament in Albania functioning. If you talk about votes to be taken with the qualified majority, it's not only in Albania difficult, but always difficult to get projects and initiatives adopted through 2/3 of the parliament. So I wouldn't say there is a political crisis. There is a problem from one party of the opposition to accept a normal dialogue. I would have liked very much to see the Commission on the inquiry on 2009 elections functioning normally and established, with the chairmanship recognized to the opposition, something that Prime Minister Berisha promised to do. I would have liked very much to see that kind of commission rapidly, I would say, explaining to the public opinion the limits of the inquiry and the results, but unfortunately it was not possible because of, again, the opposition, strong opposition of one part of Albanian opposition. I still hope it will be possible without, I would say, interferences due to the pre-electoral time. You know, there will be election in Tirana for the mayorship of Tirana, when that leader of minority party will likely run as mayor of Tirana. I hope that despite this pre-electoral time, all the parties in Albania will be working together to promote, to help, to contribute to the European path of their own country. This is the national interest to me.
I would like to add that the Albanian government considers the priorities of the opinion which was decided, was put forward in November last year, to be an action plan, to be a roadmap for our further activity, political activity. And is currently the government is doing whatever it can to fulfill all obligations. But certainly most of these obligations, 80% of them, require normal functioning of institutionally of the activity of the opposition, which means that it has to engage in a normal parliamentary process. It has to engage to endorse and to support all the reforms which are needed by this integration process, by the report itself. The readiness is there. Regarding the crisis, what you refer as a crisis, I would say that the opposition has had all the space, all the opportunities to make the inquiry, the transparency of the elections. But certainly we are a state of the rule of law. We have laws, we have a constitution, and whatever activity is conducted in Albania, even by the parliament, should be based and is based on the legislation, is based on the constitution of Albania, and whoever wants to go beyond the law, beyond the rules and regulations, of course this is not going to be permitted, because by respecting the law, by respecting the constitution, we do strengthen our institutional system, our democracy, and we do qualify for the European integration.
Okay.